This week wasn't about pushing harder or proving yourself through brute force. It was about mastering the physics of grace, learning to move with life's currents like a martial artist redirecting a strike, transforming adaptability into an unbreakable source of power. We shifted from seeing strength as something rigid, a fortress wall, to experiencing it as a living river that bends, flows, and deepens its course through surrender. True strength isn't defiance, it's coherence, not resistance but resonance. Lao Tzu taught that the highest strength is effortless. Water cuts through rock not by force but by persistence. The Quran echoes this: humans are created fiasani taqwim, in the finest state of equilibrium. Yet we habitually armor ourselves, clenching jaws before difficult calls, tightening shoulders facing deadlines, hardening hearts against uncertainty. The simulation insight: tension is a rendering error, a miscalculation that you must hold reality in place. But the field is self-sustaining. Your only task: align, don't armor. Neurological truth: when you furrow your brow in concentration, 43% more cortisol floods your system. When you soften your gaze, theta waves increase, accessing intuitive intelligence. Practice this week. Before any decision, scan your body. Where am I bracing? Breathe into that tension. 4 seconds in, 7 seconds hold, 8 seconds out. Ask, what would water do here? Real-world shift. A logistics manager facing port delays stopped fighting the backlog. Instead, he softened his posture, unclenched hands, relaxed jaw, mapped the delay's ripple effects calmly, and secured alternate routes 22% faster. I stopped trying to be a dam, became a canal instead. Lao Tzu's wisdom cuts deep. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. The Quran mirrors this. It was by God's mercy that you were gentle with them. Had you been harsh, they would have scattered. Forcing outcomes is like shouting at a garden to grow. It distorts the very energy needed for growth. The simulation insight: when you churn the water with urgency, you blind the system to solutions. Stillness isn't passive, it's strategic clarity. Physics parallel: quantum systems collapse under aggressive observation. Gentle measurement preserves superposition, revealing more possibilities. Practice this week. After sending an important email, wait 17 minutes before checking replies. In disagreements, ask, what if I didn't need to win? Replace I must make this happen with I allow alignment. Real-world shift. A founder halted her frantic investor pitches. Instead, she clarified her core value, shared it calmly with 3 key contacts, and let connections unfold. 2 investors came to me. Terms were better. I didn't break a sweat. That Chinese proverb holds ancient coding. When roots are deep, no wind can uproot. Psalm 34:14 isn't a plea, it's an algorithm. Seek peace and pursue it. Harmony isn't the absence of conflict, it's the presence of unshakable inner architecture. The simulation insight: forcing surface harmony creates system lag. True coherence starts at the root, your nervous system. Vagal tone dictates whether stress triggers fight, flight, or creative response. Practice this week. Identify one shallow root: reactivity to criticism, financial anxiety. Daily 5-minute root building: sit tall, hands on heart and belly, hum deeply to activate the vagus nerve. Whisper, my roots drink from eternal springs. Real-world shift. A freight team facing a client's rage paused, did root-building breath, listened without defense, and responded, we see your frustration, here's our step-by-step fix. Client not only stayed, but upgraded their contract. Lao Tzu wrote, the soft overcomes the hard, the formless penetrates the impenetrable. Quran 8:61 reframes surrender: if they incline to peace, incline you also. Yielding isn't retreat, it's repositioning, like Aikido masters using an opponent's momentum to guide them gently to the mat. The simulation insight: brute resistance drains rendering power, flowing with disruptive energy redirects it into new solutions. In negotiation studies, the first to soften gains 73% more concessions than hardliners. Practice this week. When opposed, say, help me understand your core concern. In overwhelm, whisper, I yield to wisdom, not chaos. Visualize conflict as water. Guide it, don't block it. Real-world shift. A project manager facing an impossible deadline yielded to reality. We can't do it all by Friday. Offered instead, here's phase 1 by then, plus full plan for phase 2. Client respected the honesty and extended the deadline. Bruce Lee didn't just say be water, he coded a reality principle: empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Ecclesiastes 3:1, 8 maps life's rhythms: a time to break down, a time to build up, a time to embrace, a time to refrain. Your center isn't a fixed point, it's a gyroscope spinning within the storm. Rigid identity limits your render range. Fluid essence expands it. Neuroscience. Neuroplasticity peaks when we release who we're supposed to be. New neural pathways ignite. Practice this week. Each morning declare, today I am. A learner, a bridge, stillness. When stressed, touch your sternum. My center moves with me. End day reflecting. Where did I flow? Where did I freeze? Real world shift. A CEO facing market collapse released visionary leader identity, became curious student for 30 days, pivoted the business, and uncovered a new niche. I didn't lose myself, I found a bigger self. Lessons from the week. Strength equals coherence. Times relaxation. Code, scan tension, breathe, align, power metric. Every 1% less tension equals 3% more decision clarity. Forcing equals system corruption. Code, act, release, observe, adjust, power metric. 17-minute pauses reduce errors by 41%. Harmony equals root depth times trust. Code, build one root daily. Vagal tone, values, power metric. 5 minutes of root building equals 2 hours of resilience. Yielding equals energy alchemy. Code, validate, pivot, redirect. Power metric, yielding gains 73% more influence. Center equals essence in motion. Code, I am fluid identity daily. Power metric, flexible identity equals 5x adaptation speed. This week you didn't just weather change, you danced with its currents. You discovered that true power isn't held in clenched fists, but in open hands that shape torrents into rivers of purpose. Strength isn't a monument, it's the quiet pulse beneath the storm, the stillness in the dancer's spin, the code that renders chaos into creation. The simulation responds not to force but to frequency. You are not fighting reality, you are the frequency it sinks to. Move, bend, yield, flow, but never lose your center. This is transcendent reality. Live the code.